Good morning, folks. Yeah, we're out here on the Basileia. We've finally got ourselves geared up, ready to start planting. So, just out here with the bed tiller. When I say Basileia, it's the machine we use. Big old teeth on it that break up all the clods. This is the field I power harrowed after I ploughed it, just to break some of the clods up, and they ain't broken up very well now because we ain't had no rains. But yeah, no, I've just been setting the Basileia up. As you can see, I'm covered in a layer of dust and dirt and stuff where I've been out there working, and just been out there setting up the spacings really, as you can see there and there and a couple of bits over there. Just getting the spacing right. Each bed wants to be 72 inches, which is the wheel in between the wheels of the tractor. Yeah, I've been trying to get that right. It's 1.83 meters, I think it is. So just been trying to get that right for Dad and setting him up properly and everything, getting it all looking lovely. This is going to bore the pants off of you, but I am doing just over 2k. Now, I know you might think that sounds slow, but I know some people that are doing a lot less than that, and they're doing it 2 or 3 times. So I feel like I'm champion compared to them. Some people have got like three Basileias like this going, and then they've got de-stoners and declodders coming in after that. So I know they don't have to put the Nemathorin on, which is in this big tank here. My finger's not working. There, that one. I know they don't have to put that on, so they are saving a bit on chemical. So kind of swings and roundabouts really, but with the price of chemical and the price of diesel, I suppose it probably equals itself out, you know. Our land suffers really badly with potato cyst nematodes, which live in the soil and they eat on the root of the potato, and they also eat on the root of the sugar beet over this side of the field. So we have to be pretty careful how and when we plant, just to try and maximise the chemical efficiency, shall we say that. So being as dry as it is, it's not very efficient to put this stuff on, but we have to put it on, and then as soon as the potatoes poke through, the top of the ridge, we'll attack them with some water, you know, and help make the soil moist and stuff, and that really helps the Nemathorin work properly. So yeah, this is what today's video is going to be about. So I hope you like the video. Keep subscribing, guys, it'll be great. Yeah, Mum and Dad have just turned up, and they're looking at me like I'm a weirdo because I'm filming myself. Yeah, this is going to be us. This next couple of videos, I think, are going to be us potato planting and how we do it, you know. So we seem to have loads of people watching, which is great. I appreciate everything, every minute everyone watches. Cheers, folks. That. I had to take my flat cap off to put the GoPro on my head. You're going to help me just fill the planter up. Mum should be bringing me some better gloves to do the transfer of this chemical over. But these will have to do for now because I've got to get on. So, put these puppies on. At least I can take these off and they cover my hands pretty good. And I don't get covered in pesticides. So, Hey, one bag. See if I can hook another one. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I'll show you the seed in a minute. They're chitting nicely. So, let's just get this dumped in to start with, and then we'll fill up with water for the Vellum Prime. Come on, old girl. Which way is the wind blowing? Towards me. So this will work well. I'll just sneak round the back of the sneak round the back there so I don't get covered in potato fertiliser. Yeah, nothing leaking out on the bottom there. Try and stand out of the wind of this stuff because it gets in your nostrils. Yeah, I can smell it. Alright, that's one bag. Obviously with the expense of this stuff at the minute, I am going to make sure I get every last little granular out of there. Every last little bit's got to go on the field. It's ridiculously expensive at the minute. I'm pretty certain you can get 2 in there, can't we? Yeah, I'm sure we can. So every time I come back now, I'll just put 1 bag in, but to get going, I just thought I could get 2 in there easier than that. Always seems to be some left in it. Getting my money's worth out of it. Now, right, the world's most expensive stuff. Try and be as careful as possible. It is £1,600 a can. So that can there, 1,600 quid. So yeah, try and not to spill a single drop of it. And it doesn't wash out very quickly either. We end up having to wash stuff out about 4 times. But it's okay, we'll persevere. Right, that's that cleaned out. So we got our Vellum Prime, we just got to fill up with water. It's mega stuff, it really is good stuff. I think they formulated it for a fungicide for bananas. I think somebody might be able to enlighten me on that one, but pretty certain that's what they said. They found that it used for in bananas. It was a fungicide for bananas, and it just so happened to be pretty good at eel PCN desiccation on potato crops. So PCN is potato cyst nematodes that live in our soil, and this stuff kills them off and stops them feeding on the root of the potato. So that's why we put it on there. What do we reckon? Oh, that's pretty good. One more. We give it an old shake, rattle and roll. And that's cleaned out. See if I got the hole. Ooh, let's see what that does. I missed the hole by a little stirrup, so I'm just funneling it in. It's only clean water. Wash my gloves off as well. And we're full up. I'll put some proper gloves on now. Ugh! Can't get me fat chubby hands in it. There we go. We're in. Cover that up before spilling anything else. Oh yeah! Right, I'm done with that. I think these 2 bags here are Agria, and the other 2 bags are Babylon. I run out of crate. Agria. What we got? Agria. Yeah, these 2 must be Babylon. These are Babylon and the Babylon. I think they're 35-55, so I want to set them about 12.5 inches, I think. We'll have a look and see how big they are in a minute. It's how far apart we brace them. See how we get on doing it like this. What on earth that is? I have no idea. Lumber fertilizer or something. Come on, you lot. Let's be having you. Yeah, you can see they're all chitted in the bag. All right mess. Probably should have been out of the bag before now. Come on. There we go. That's better. They're huge. If they're 35-50s, they're like little miniature jacket potatoes already. They won't take too much growing. Oh no. Come back here, you. We lost one. Pardon me. I am going to go and get myself set up, and then I'll turn you back on again, so I'll see you in a little while. Ow! I ain't got me tape measure. There. Yeah. So, dust. Right, let's get out and have a check. Now the planter's calibrated. So we've got the seed in there. The average is down a little bit from where I want it to be, but I'm over where I think I should be anyway. So I want to try and plant these about 13-14 inches. So they're quite big seed. So I'm going on the higher end of the scale, you know. Bigger seed, I reckon 14.5 to 15. But they are classed as small seeds, so I'm going to go with slightly lower. We'll see, but we'll see. I got to get out and have a dig. Oh, and I ain't got my tape measure. Other than that, the planter looks like it's working quite well straight out of the bat, without me having to worry about it too much. I'll run across to Grumpy Grandad in a minute and grab the tape measure. Ugh. Right, so I have to dig 11 up. That's not one. There's one. I don't know whether I want to drop them in a smidge deeper or not, really. There's 2. There's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, These planters work on a law of averages rather than being exact. 5, I don't know how come they're so high out of the ground. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So wander back to Grumpy Grandad and grab his tape measure, because I forgot mine. He's got a screwdriver for me as well, so I can just adjust my sensors on the back of the planter. Yeah, I'd like to see it a little bit finer than this, but look, you know, in a previous video I said about how hard the clods would go, no moisture on them. They're breaking up a little bit, but if I do this twice, look how like concrete they are. If I do this twice, it'll be too fine, you know, so I'm just going to live with a few clods crumbling up, but they just ain't smashing down. A bit of moisture in the ground would really help that. I'm knackered walking across the field. You can see how fluffy most of it is. Look, this is what Grumpy Grandad's trying to do. If you lot can see that, I don't know where the camera's pointing to. Just trying to make it nice and fluffy and crumbly. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame we got these ones laying around, but that one's not too bad. But you can tell the ones that have been on the surface, because they are like concrete. See that? Look, I can push my finger into that and they just fall apart. That one, it's gone solid. Yeah, rock hard. I'm glad I've got these boot gaiters on, even under my overalls. Look, we're trying to find them so we can put them in a link in the description, so you can go get yourself some and be as cool as me. Yeah, look at all that dirt on there, if you can see that. All that would be inside my boot if I didn't have these on. You lot can see that machine working. Right, I got my little screwdriver for adjusting my sensors. Let's see what we got. That don't look like 13 inches to me overall. You know what, 14.7, and that's adjusted down. Oh no, we're not. Sorry, we're a little over 12 inches. Yeah, about 12.5 inches, and that's if the average comes up, I'll leave that alone. Let me do another round then. I'd like to be a smidge more than that because they're big seed, but if the average comes up, then I know I am putting them on more than that. So Babylon and Agria don't really like being too far apart, not like Marquise. You know, Marquise, you plant them at 15, 17 inches. La, 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 la. I don't want to be getting out and doing this very often. F15 flying around. Let me change one of these. Let me change one of these over so I know how many hectares I'm doing. There we go. Right, where were we? Flat out. Push that stick forward. Yeah, Dad forgot my sat nav, so I got to steer the thing manually. But by the time I plonk that in the ground, the fertilizer tank in the ground, and I've got the ridges to run in as well, I want that average to come up to like 10.5 really, or 10.5 should I say, not 10.5. I know I'm somewhere near, so that's near right, that is. If these things work on a law of averages, rather than having a cup go over, you know, you can see I'm getting the odd gap here and there, but they're filling in pretty nice. I'm not going to touch that, I'll leave that alone. I would normally, if there was a big gap, loads of big gaps and stuff, I'd just adjust my sensors on the back there to funnel a few more taters on these belts here. But Anna's coming to do a video tomorrow with us, and we're gonna go through the whole motions of what we're doing and stuff, so that should be pretty good. Just where there's loads of trash on the surface here, it's bunging me up down the bottom there, look. Ugh. Hopefully you get a couple of ends out and that'll be gone, that'll be disappeared. So it's all funneling back around again and filling the ridges in. All right, so hey. Now I have to lift the front fertilizer tank up a bit sooner than I need to, and I need to turn that off. I've got to remember that this year as well. Oh, right, that's the first breakdown of the day. Lovely. So happy I just done that. Remember not to run myself over again. Turned a bit too tight and caught my wire. Good job I was concentrating. Just caught on there, I think. Just caught that, and this is obviously my first load of the year, so I Still got to get used to everything. It takes me a whole field to get used to it, and we've only got 2 fields, so let's make sure this still works. Right, that's on there. Let me plug it in and turn it on and make sure it's all coming out. Hey, yeah, the joys of potato planting, hey? Ow. I got a leak. I am loving today. We wouldn't be farming unless you're leaking and breaking down and stuff going all over the place. Well, that's gone well then, isn't it? Right, that has not gone well. Back to the farm we go then. Yeah, look, I broke down already. First tank full, and then look, I broke the blue bit out of the end of that. So here we are fixing it. Yeah, as you can see, we're up and running. But yeah, I've had a few breakdowns. Well, one breakdown in particular, my own fault. But we're up and running again now. I just got to keep an eye on everything. It's so difficult to keep an eye on everything. Concentrate on what you're doing and remember this, remember that. You know, I haven't driven the thing for a year, so I only do 50 acres every year, so I have to remember to get my spacing right and watch the averages and keep an eye on the seed going in the tank. And oh yeah, it gets to you after a while. I don't want to run out of seed. I'm going to have to go halfway down this end here and then go fill up with seed again. So what a treat. Go and put another half bag of seed in and then work out where my Babylon is, where my Babylon is. Yeah, so joys of starting planting late on a Wednesday afternoon. It is what it is. We'll get it done. Keep on trushing. Right, that is planting 2022 underway. Yay! One little breakdown so far. Hopefully that's all the breakdowns I'm gonna have. Don't need any more breakdowns. Thank you very much. Whee! Bouncing around in my automobile. Mrs. Farmer did actually come and see me today. She came and sat with me for a minute. And then she proceeded to fall out of the tractor like a drunk person. I don't know what that was all about. I was only doing 2k. She only had to step on the ground and hop off, and she managed to fall over. It's a shame I didn't have my GoPro on record. And I'd have got her. How's it going, folks? I just turned the radio off for you all. And we're going to sit here and waffle on for a minute. There we go. Ugh. So yeah, what an interesting day. Yay! Got some exciting stuff coming your way pretty soon, I hope. Yeah, so it's all looking nice and rosy. Yeah, looking forward to working with a few cool people. Hopefully going to work with a few cool YouTubers. Try and do my bit for some of the manufacturers that I deal with, you know. Yeah, and they're doing their bit for me, so it's all good. We're out here potato planting, and I got myself some fancy new overalls. Check them puppies out. Oh yeah. Yeah, all is looking well. So rather than me keep waffling on about, you know, this is how the planter works, blah blah blah, Anna can come and sit with me tomorrow and then I can explain it to her. Yeah, she'll ask all the right questions that maybe people don't know about planting. As you can see, I've showed you this before, but look, ugh, big face. Can you lot see that? I don't know whether you lot can see that. That's the belts, the potatoes going up on the belts. Hang on, let me. Just running along, but I could sit here and watch this all day. It's really super cool. Potatoes kind of feed out of that big hopper and straight down into there, and then they go along belts up the top here, if you lot can see that, belts up the top here into the back of these running belts, if you like, and then that fires them straight forward and they drop down the bottom there. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Look at that, look. And yeah, just keep commenting, guys. We'll try our hardest to get back to you all, and hopefully we can engage in conversation about whatever I'm doing or whatever you're doing or whatever you want. Happy to talk about farming, no matter what it is. We're 3/4 of the way across our first field of potatoes. We've only got 2 fields, so nothing too major to worry about. It is the end of April now, and I would like to have got one field in and moved on to the next one by now, but that is what it is. We'll our land's so cold, and now there's no moisture in the ground, so there's no rain forecast either, which is even more depressing. Stuff is going to start suffering before much longer, and the first thing I'm going to do, but as soon as I get all the potatoes planted, is get some irrigators out and start irrigating stuff, really. Seems crazy, doesn't it? April and we're irrigating already, but something I've got to do. So thanks for watching, guys. We like having you around. We wouldn't be doing it otherwise. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.